Attention acupuncturists, hospitals and MDs are looking for your skills. Here's how you cut to the front of the line and create a career you really want inside big-time mainstream medicine. I can teach you a proven, successful formula for impressing physicians so you instantly become the most trustworthy acupuncturist they know because once MDs trust you, they don't mind referring patients to you. But when you get my ultimate blueprint for presenting to physicians, you will end up knowing a lot more than just how to build trust. Such as, look, impressing MDs isn't hard to do. I've been teaching this skill to acupuncture professionals for over a decade. That's right. It's almost completely formulaic, and nobody has created more information and training around how to successfully present yourself and your service to MDs than I have. If you want to win them over, you have to include certain sections and important points in any communication you have with MDs. This should be obvious. The trouble is that almost no one actually knows what to include and what to leave out. Only someone who has successfully navigated mainstream settings multiple times could really have an accurate perspective on what works and what gets you dissed. So, what is the essential secret? The secret is this. Of course, you have to include certain specific and medically relevant points that they need clarified. But you also have to implement a certain psychology in the way you present this information to them. This is something no one in our industry is really talking or teaching about because I just don't think there are too many people running around who have lived the journey and thus understand what MDs need to hear from you and how you can tell them what they need in a format that gets them to take action and send you referrals. Why not? Who knows? But I suspect it's because speaking persuasively makes a lot of people uncomfortable. After all, another word for persuasion is selling. You simply have to get over any resistance you have to being persuasive because all communication with MDs and conventional medical CEOs and administrators is about selling your service, plain and simple. The best way to replace fear with real joie de vivre is simply to get really competent addressing what they care about. What a concept. If you know my work at all, this has been my entire focus for nearly 20 years. Simply put, I've created more material on how to present to and communicate with mainstream medical professionals to get MD referrals than anyone else in our profession. I've lectured and taught at the highest level, from Cleveland Clinic to Cancer Treatment Centers of America, to international conferences from the Middle East to South America, and even worked for 2 years at a big-time hospital in a major city in North America. My books on hospital-based acupuncture essentials, Bridging the Chasm, which I wrote with a physician colleague, Tao of Integration Volumes 1 and 2, Patient Empowerment and Self-Care, and my newest book, Threading the Needle, all contain precise and relevant information about how to address other people's questions and concerns so you look like an expert authority and get paid like a top earner. Well, presenting to MDs to ask them for their referrals is no different than any other sales pitch. That's how you know the sales psychology I will teach you will work. So let me just ask you, do you know? What is your presentation really? Hint, get this attitude wrong and you're doomed from the start. What are the 5 to 7 questions you need to be ready to answer when you present to physicians? What specific things can you say that give the impression you are a massive authority on your topic? What do physicians really care about if they're going to send you referrals? What are the 5 key psychological elements you need to understand and master if you have any hope of winning them over? How do you structure a successful pitch to physicians about acupuncture, and what are the little tricks you need to use at the beginning of your talk so you don't lose them from the start? What exact content should you include? Do you know what matters to and motivates them? How do you close the deal without upsetting anyone that you are selling your service? Note, make sure you know something intelligent to share about acupuncture's effects on brain chemistry, because nothing says I did my homework louder than the latest research. How do you set up your close from the very beginning and by the very structure of your talk with physicians? Do you know the oldest and most widely used sales formula for shaping people's opinions, and can you implement this formula when you present to MDs? What's the real pain point for most 21st century MDs, and how do you position yourself to be of maximum value in their eyes? What is the latest research in biomedical thinking, and how can you use this to your advantage? Do you know about acupuncture's effect on brain chemistry? Why is it a good idea to call out and invalidate the New Age element in our profession? How can you call out and shoot down each objection and misapprehension in the minds of physicians before they even bring them up? What is the best response to the question of acupuncture's placebo effect? How do you acknowledge the research while enhancing your credibility? Ultimate Blueprint for Presenting to Physicians teaches you exactly what you need to talk about, in what order, and what specific things you need to clarify so that you come off like a winner every single time you speak to an MD and potential referral source. This is literally an A to Z template that you could simply and ethically steal from me to go out and create your own successful career in mainstream medicine by giving a presentation that your audience will never forget. I have done it, and I can teach it to you. Click below to get a copy of this indispensable training, Ultimate Blueprint for Presenting to Physicians. There is literally no fat in here. Everything I cover is exactly what you need to know. Get your head on right and start taking advantage of the biggest untapped referral source for acupuncture in all of medicine, MD referral traffic. The best part is that everything I've included has been vetted, tested, and proven over years of actual trial, implementation, and editing. Not only am I going to tell you exactly how to structure your talk, what to say, and in what order, with what persuasive sales psychology behind it, but for the first time ever, I have a special bonus section. I am also going to include and give you an actual video template of my presentation to Stony Brook University Medical Center, a talk I did to MDs, nurses, and administrators on Long Island, New York in 2015. This is an actual play-by-play description and video demonstration of precisely how I deliver a successful presentation that impresses MD physician colleagues and invites further collaboration. You literally cannot ask for a more done-for-you approach to gaining acceptance, referrals, and big-time income and inclusion than I deliver for you in this video demonstration. If you want to go figure all this out on your own, well, good luck, because it will take you a good 7 to 10 years, and I am not exaggerating. But why would you do that? I've done all the work for you, and all you have to do is check out my Ultimate Blueprint for Presenting to Physicians with my special bonus video demonstration to the medical staff at Stony Brook University Medical Center. Please, do yourself and your career a favor, and click below to get started because I will not offer this much training for this little money ever again.